p.m. To keep this quotation aligned, on behalf of St. Peter's Engineering College, I welcome you all for 1 week online STTP on recent trends in renewable energy sources and their integration to smart grid. To start with the program, I call upon Dr. Brahmaya, convener of this online STTP, to give inaugural address.
Respected Secretary Sir, Principal Madam, Chief Guest of today's inaugural function, and former in charge Director of IIT Delhi, Dr. D.P. Kothari Sir, my dear ladies, deans, faculty members, and my dear participants, a very good morning to all. And a warm welcome to all to this short-term training program on recent trends in renewable energy sources and their integration to smart grid. I thank the authorities of AACE for sanctioning this short-term training program. There is a good response for this training program. Totally 82 members are joined. Energy is a vital input for economic growth in all sectors. The conventional energy sources are depleting year by year. Population is increasing year by year, and the demand for energy is
Sir, I request Kothari sir to mute yourself, sir. Sir, I request Kothari sir to mute yourself, sir.
So we have to search for alternative energy sources. The alternative energy sources are nothing but renewable energy sources. Due to less pollution, quality of life is increased. In this 6-day short-term training program, most of the resource persons from IITs, NITs, and NTPC are discussing recent trends in renewable energy sources like solar energy, wind energy, geothermal, tidal, biomass energy systems. Renewable energy generation is user-friendly and compatible with the environment. I request all the participants to utilize the sessions to the maximum extent. Thank you, one and all, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for briefing about the STTP program. Now I request Dr. K. Srilata Garu to address the session.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, one and all. Respected Secretary and Correspondent of St. Peter's Engineering College, Sri T.V. Reddy Garu. Today's convener of the AICTE sponsored short-term training program, Recent Trends in Renewable Energy Sources, Their Integration to Smart Grid, Dr. B. Brahmaya Garu. Co-convener, Dr. G. Jayakrishna, HOD Electrical. Today's speaker, former in-charge Director of IIT Delhi, Dr. Kothari Garu. My dear faculty members and today's participants for this 6 days short-term training program. Very good morning, one and all. The short-term training program through online. And I would like to congratulate the efforts taken by the Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering in coming forward to organize this program. These sort of training programs will help the researchers and others to understand the concepts pertaining to the renewable energy sources. And this recent trends in renewable energy sources and their integration is an excellent and then the upcoming topic. By attending these sort of short-term training programs, researchers and the young faculty who are pursuing their PG and PhD will be able to have an idea on what is the thing that is required in the grid integration of the renewable energy sources. As an electrical engineer, we know very well that the grid integration study is an analytical framework which is used to evaluate a power system with high penetration level of variable renewable energy. See, the word specifically mentions variable renewable energy. We know that the energy produced due to the renewable energy sources is variable in nature, and because of which you will have more number of issues which need to be addressed while we go for the integration of the renewable energy sources into the grid. In order to foster the sustainable low emission development, the many countries are establishing ambitious renewable energy targets for their electricity supply. So this grid integration will play a major role, and the concepts behind this will have an efficient ways to deliver variable renewable energy. The grid integration spans a variety of issues that may include, you may go for the restructuring of your power system, you may go for the production of your new transmission lines, you need to have the line with increased flexibility, and you must have plan for high renewable energy future. As far as the country India is concerned, we are the third largest producer in the world and the third largest consumer of electricity. According to the National Electric Grid in India, India has installed a capacity of 372.69 gigawatts of power as on 31st August 2020, out of which 35.86% is the contribution of the renewable energy sources. So as an electrical engineer, we must understand the importance of the renewable energy and the issues that are related to the integration of this renewable energy sources into the grid. With that intention, we have applied for this short-term training program to AICTE, and I especially on behalf of the management and the college, I thank AICTE for identifying the need for this particular concept and granting us permission to organize this short-term training program. We have organized this short-term training program for 6 days with 12 sessions from resource having an excellent knowledge and idea about the renewable energy sources. I hope all the participants will enjoy these sessions and will come to a conclusion that the ideas and the researchers will have an idea what to proceed further in order to complete their research or in order to start their PhD or research programs. I wish all the best to the members of the Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering for the successful organization of this short-term training program, and I hope all the participants will enjoy the session. In the valedictory, we'll come to know to what extent you enjoyed all the sessions. Thank you one and all for giving me an opportunity, and I wish you all the best. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Explaining, you have explained about the importance of this short-term training program. I now request our secretary, Mr. T.P. Reddy Garu, to address the training session.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Good morning, everyone. Respected trainer for today's particular program, SCTP program, sponsored by AICTE and conducted by St. Peter's Engineering College, Professor Kothari, former director IIT Delhi, and principal the Professor Srilata, and then Professor Brahmaya, and all the professors who are available here, and all the participants for this SCTP program. It's an honor for us to host this particular issue. We have been doing this before, and now I'm happy that AICTE has joined hands with us to provide an opportunity for all the budding teachers, researchers, and also trainers, teachers, to move ahead in learning various things in the renewable energy that we are now going to talk about. This particular 1-week program is going to highlight all these factors, and the world is now looking seriously at renewable energy trends. And if you watch the trends of 2019 in this renewable energy trend, the biggest the challenge that everybody is worried is energy storage. Producing energy is not a big task, but saving it, especially in the daytime, we can produce a lot of energy, especially the solar energy and all those. But storing it and then passing on to the most of the time that we do consume in the night is one major this one. The second thing is the microgrids and the use of artificial intelligence for that particular purpose. And then the energy blockchain and the IoT. And if you go move further, you've got grid parity and falling costs. Yes, if you look at all these things, once upon a time, there was 7, 8, 9, 10 rupees. And I was surprised to see recently, I think last year I've seen somebody is quoting at 2.42, if I'm not wrong, as the quoting price for that, which we have never even imagined. And that's the beauty of renewable energy sources. And then we have got the energy access advances in developing countries. If we can imbibe those things, I think India can become self-sufficient, and also it can help a lot of industries and everyone. And I hope this 1 week of training by eminent professors will definitely going to help each and every participants to learn a lot of things. And I would like to once again congratulate all of you for joining this, and also thank AICTE for joining us our hands with us to pass on this message to everyone. Thank you so much, and all the best for the organizers.
It's my privilege to introduce today's chief guest and the speaker for session 1, Dr. D.P. Kothari, former director, IIT Delhi. Dr. D.P. Kothari obtained his PhD in 1975 from BITS Pilani, Rajasthan. He was involved in teaching and development of several courses at BITS Pilani. Earlier, Dr. Kothari served as Vice Chancellor, VIT Vellore, Director and Deputy Director, as well as Head in the Center of Energy Studies at Indian Institute of Technology, and also served as Principal, VRCE Nagpur. He was a visiting professor at the Royal Melbourne Institute of Technology, Melbourne, Australia. He was also NSF Fellow at Purdue University, USA. Dr. Kothari, who is a recipient of the Most Active Researcher Award and published and presented 812 research papers in various national and international journals, conferences, and also guided 50 PhD scholars and 68 MTech students. And he also authored 60 plus books in various allied areas. He has delivered several keynote addresses and invited lectures at both national and international conferences. Dr. Kothari is a fellow of the National Academy of Engineering, Fellow of Indian National Academy of Sciences, Fellow of Institution of Engineers, Fellow of IEEE, Honorable Fellow ISTE, and Fellow IETE. His many awards include the National Khosla Award for Lifetime Achievement in Engineering from IIT. The University Grant Commission, Government of India has bestowed the UGC National Swami Pranavananda Saraswati Award in the field of education for outstanding scholarly contributions. He is also the recipient of the Lifetime Achievement Award conferred by the World Management Congress, New Delhi, for his contribution to the areas of educational planning and administration. Recently, he received Excellent Academic Award at IIT Guwahati. He also received 6 Lifetime Achievements Awards by various agencies and Living Legend Award in Chennai Conference. Currently, Dr. Kothari is working at SB Jain Institute of Management, Research and Technology, Nagpur, serving as Director, Research and Professor. He is also Chairman Board of Governors of THDC, Institute of Hydropower Engineering and Technology, Delhi. I welcome you, sir, for this session, and I request you to continue with the session.
Madam, unmute this.
Sir, you have unmuted your mic. So you can continue, sir.
All right now?
Yes, sir.
Is it okay?
You can continue.
Is it okay now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Should I start now?
Yes, you can start, sir.
Very good morning, Vanakkam, Namaste, Adab, Sat Sri Akal. First, let me thank the Honorable Mr. T.V. Reddy Garu, Sir, Honorable Secretary, then Dr. K. Srilata Madam, Honorable Principal, and Dr. B. Brahmaya, Sir Garu, Convener. I have been in touch with him for last 1 week, and I'm thankful to him for giving me this opportunity this morning to talk to you inaugural this function. It's a wonderful topic, renewable energy systems. I have been in Hyderabad 2 years. I taught in JBIT Moinabad and taught in MVSR Engineering College Balapur. So Hyderabad is a wonderful city. I think it's an educational hub. There is an IIT, there is a BITS Pilani, there is a JNTU, and a college like your St. Peter's Engineering College. I think this college can be converted into a private university so that you can have your own syllabus. These 5 subjects are compulsory now: electric vehicles, renewable energy systems, optimization, reliability, and waste management system, and material science. I think you can evolve your own syllabus for BTech energy and BTech artificial intelligence, BTech machine learning, BTech renewable energy systems. That's very important. See, as was told, I was perhaps the only person who has been IIT director, NIT director, and a vice chancellor. And I have completed 51 years of teaching, research, and administration. 53 PhDs, 63 books, 840 research papers, 75 awards, 39 countries visited. I'll be very happy to come and join your college in the advisory council or a BOG or a research board or whatever, and nothing else than adjunct professor. I can come once a month and take live lectures for the students and for the teachers also, what they can do and how they can do. I will talk in detail once this inaugural is over and my lecture will start. I will talk 5 minutes for students, 5 minutes for teachers, and 5 minutes for administrators. So without taking much of your time, I am very happy to inaugurate this great STT function and congratulate all the office bearers and organizers and Honorable Secretary, Honorable Principal, and Dr. Brahmaya sir. And they have done, it is like a daughter's marriage. You have to do a lot of efforts to arrange this. And it's again a thankless job. Hardly people will be happy, you know. They'll say this is not done. The food is, luckily food is not there. So you can't say food is not good or bag is not good. It is everything online thanks to this. There is always some positive thing in any negative. This Corona thing has really, and thousands of webinars have been given across the country and the world by various people. Even myself, today I have 3 inaugural functions. One is over Kamraj College, that is Madurai. Second is yours. Third is in Bihar, that is in Sasaganj. So I can't say no, that is my weakness. I have to say yes, because so many people, think me that the person, if he talks, this will be something good. So whenever you say, I'll start my lecture also. First, let me again thank you for giving me this opportunity to join you for this inaugural function. And congratulations to all of you who are involved in this great mission. Knowledge is power. Jnanam paramam balam. That's what they say in Sanskrit. And this is, I'm sure people will be benefited and illuminated to work in electric vehicles, renewable energy systems, voltage stability, and waste management system, and so on. These are all, and then application of computer techniques to all systems, healthcare, power system, control system, like IoT, cloud, machine learning, all these things, and artificial intelligence. There in IIT Hyderabad, they have started BTech in artificial. I would like your college, a great college, to also start BTech in SIS, and I would like to come and help you in that. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Hello.
Hello, sir. Thank you, sir. Now you can start with the training session, sir.
Can you show my slides one by one?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the first slide you can show.
Just give us a few seconds, sir.
What happened?
Technical issues. Please give us few seconds.
What happened, sir?
Yes.
You will start? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Wonderful.
We have shared the
Yeah.
screen for you. You can
So,
start the session.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, once again, good morning, namaskar, vanakkam, adab, sat sri akal. So this is the wonderful topic on energy and environmental problems facing the third world, especially India, and their probable solutions for sustainable development. Please note down my number and mail ID here. You can ask me anytime, any question throughout the year, and you can ring me anytime through 24 hours. Just say Hyderabad, and I'll try to reply you. Now, no, first slide only. Not this. Why you're changing? When I tell you, then only change. Yes, let it be there. Now, before I start the lecture, 5 minutes I want to talk to all students who are attached to this webinar. Please get up at 4 a.m. That is the, Brahma Muhurtam. And there the mind is alert, 100% efficient. Whatever you'll read, you'll remember. The 5 minutes of prayer to the God, whosoever is your God. Then 5 minutes yoga. Then 10 minutes morning walk. In this Corona time, take morning walk in your house only. Don't go out unless until you are having a mask, unless until you are following the 2 meter, distance, and keep washing your hands throughout the day after every 2 hours. Then there is no problem. Next thing is all students must read one English paper every day. It may be Deccan Chronicle, it may be Hans, it may be Indian Express, it can be any paper, so that your English is as good as anybody else. And learn 5 languages. I know 10 languages. Telugu, your mother tongue, then English, then Hindi, Sanskrit, German, and French, so that you can work anywhere in the world. Today, job is the main problem in the world. So I want all of you to get 100% jobs. For that, you have to appear in GATE. I can give 1 hour lecture on how to prepare for GATE separately, not now. So GATE is on 5th and 6th February 2021 and 12th and 13th February 2021. I hope you must have all filled the form. It is being organized by IIT Bombay next year. You can read my GATE book also, available by Khanna Publication for electrical branch. For electronics branch, it is by Raj Kishore. So on in mechanical, civil, every branch there is a book available. You can read that book. IAS Engineering College in Hyderabad, that is the capital of GATE coaching. There are 50,000 students come from all over India and get coaching there. I'm not saying you have to join coaching. If you do yourself, if you are, and you must be 100% present in the college. All classes, all lectures you must attend, because your teachers are definitely better than you. So don't miss a single class. And read good books. Suppose it's the power system, then there is our book. Then there is the late C.L. Wadhwa's book, the B.R. Gupta book, Mehta book, Stevenson, Burgeon, Ned Mohan. These are all very good books in our system. Machines, Fitzgerald and Kingsley, M.G. Say, D.P. Kothari. Then there is the Bimra. So there are all good books in. You can always ring me and find out about any book, about the project. You must do hardware project and publish one paper out of your project. Where do you publish? No, note down. Student Journal of IE India, Kolkata. So you must publish one paper and do pass the GATE exam. God can't prevent you from getting a job. You will definitely get a job. And you can always give my name as a referee. I will talk to power grid people and get at least 5 jobs for your college, for electrical people, mechanical people, electronics people, everybody. That I will do. Next thing a student should do is they should note down 2 websites. Summer internship, INSA Bangalore. Summer internship, IINE Gurgaon. They give you 2 months railway fare plus stay there and food. Join them. Just download the what do you call application form, fill it right after this lecture and send it. I can sign for 2 persons. This is equally applicable for faculty. You can go to any IIT, any NIT and work with the professor there and then get at least 1 paper. And all students must become member of IEEE. There is a very little fees because of the student and because of the developing world. All faculty should also become member of, so that your biodata improves. And I would like you people to become IIT director or NIT director. Especially, I will request the ladies who are listening to this webinar, kindly try to become director IIT, any IIT. So far, no lady has become director IIT in last 70 years. I'm sure one from Hyderabad will become. Then I'm talking about the faculty. All faculty should also get up at 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. I have written all my 63 books in the morning hours. Wife sleeping, children sleeping, you are writing a book. Secondly, each faculty member should get a funded project. Funded project can be from Science and Technology Council of Telangana, Hyderabad, or DST, New Delhi, or CSIR, New Delhi. Or if you want dollars, then let me know. You'll get dollars from NSF, National Science Foundation, Washington, USA. The person who gives the dollars is my friend, Dr. R.S. Bhayati, and his wife is from Telangana. So, Prema Garu. So you will be able to get dollars from them. Naturally, your college will go up once you get dollars. Another thing your college can do is have the SAARC conference. What is SAARC? 8 countries: Afghanistan, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Bhutan, India. So these no IIT, no NIT has done SAARC conference. So why not your college, St. Peter's College, should do the one SAARC conference. I will help you in 2024. We need 2 years preparation for that. It is like a daughter's marriage. So kindly, I'm sure you people, when you can do such a great HTTP, you can also do SAARC conference. And I will come and you can call me an advisor. General chair can be your principal Garu and your technical chair can be your honorable head, you know, who is there listening to this webinar. So we'll talk more about it after this webinar is over, about the SAARC conference. Then all teachers should go abroad at least for a year, even if there is a without pay leave. I have been to Australia twice, 1982-83 and 1989, and you earn money, you get exposure. And then I went to New Zealand one month. That program is very well, Indo-New Zealand exchange program. Kindly applied there. They give 50,000 rupees plus they give free stay and free food. And you learn, you will kindly work with Dr. Neville Watson. He's my friend. He's in University of Canterbury, Christchurch. They have written 4 good books along with Arilaga. Read those books and you can write to him, give my reference. Professor Kothari has mentioned your name. Can we come and work with you in the coming summer? That is May, June 2021. That is for the, and the all teachers should also, I like to request your college authorities to have a practice school like BITS Pilani. There is a BITS Pilani in Hyderabad. You can copy what they are doing. What is practice school? The college will be associated with the industry. There are so many industries in Hyderabad. And that one semester you have to pass in industry, like BITS Pilani does. And because each medical college is associated with a hospital, so each engineering college should be associated with a industry. This is my request to all of you. Now the authorities, the Honorable Principal Ma'am is sitting there. See that your faculty is happy. Nobody leaves you, because good faculty is not available now. Even bad faculty is not available. So see that they get promotion regularly. They get their salary in the first week of every month. They get increment every year, and they should feel that this is like an IIT, not a engineering college. What is IIT? Good culture. You follow IIT Hyderabad culture. The director is my friend. He's from Nagpur, Murthy Garu. So you can meet him. Similarly, you can go to BITS Pilani. Similarly, you can go to any good college there. All your college is equally good. So kindly follow good culture, good practices, so that you become like an IIT. You don't have to have a nameplate IIT. You behave like an IIT and you're IIT. Now with this, I will now again start the lecture. Yes, please. Next slide. हाँ सर, कब करना है? हाँ तो मुझे फोन कर देना। और लिंक कहाँ है? लिंक दिया है क्या? व्हाट्सएप पे है। अच्छा कोई बात नहीं, तो मुझे बता, कैसे पता लगेगा कब ज्वाइन करना है? हाँ ठीक है, ठीक, ओके।
Hello. Hello, sir. Hello. Hello, sir. Please unmute yourself, sir. Hello.
Is it all right now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
In between, I will go for 5 minutes, inaugurate. This is my third inauguration in Bihar, and your principal is from Bihar, so there will be no problem. So, but as long as they are not calling me, I'll talk in the lecture. Telling you, fourth, we are already a developed country in 4 respects. But as far as education is concerned, we are educational hub, as I told you. And I'm requesting you people to get foreign students, Bhutan, Nepal, and then you should increase your income so that you can become a bigger college or an university if you want. But as far as energy and environment is concerned, we are certainly not developed. We are only developing. Reason is next slide. Show me the next slide.
1 minute.
Yes, please change the slide.
Yes, sir. Yes,
1 minute, sir. 1 minute. We are
Take your time. Take your time.
Yes.
yes, sir. Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, this is no, sir. Second one.
No, the
Continue,
slide
sir.
has not come yet.
This is first slide, sir.
No, I want third now, where there is the problems.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
fine.
Third slide.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Third slide, sir. This is.
No, I'm not able to see it.
I shared, sir. Please check.
Change, but it is not coming here. But are you able to see it?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
We are
Then I can speak. I remember everything. by heart. So this is about the why we are not developing energy. The reason number one, population. See, we are having 1.38 billion population in India. We are adding one Australia, 4 New Zealand every year. Australian population, I have been there 10 times. It is roughly same, 25 million. So New Zealand is hardly 5-6 million, less than Bombay's population. So my request to all of you is those who are married to have only one child. And even with a girl child, you should be more happy because girls are better than boys. Girls serve the parents till the end. Boys only serve till you get they get their wives. So please let us have, maybe the Honorable Prime Minister is going to bring pollution control bill. Then we can hum do hamare do, or hum do hamara ek, as I told you. Have only one child and give her her best possible education. See, the all ladies have been doing very well in the India. We have had 2 lady prime ministers, one Madam Indira Gandhi, another Sonia Gandhi unofficially. We have 2 lady speakers, Sumitra Mahajan and Meera. We have had Pachendri Pal, the lady who went to Himalaya. Then we have had so many lady sportsperson from Hyderabad, Sania Mirza, Sania Nehwal. Then there is a Sindhu. So Hyderabad is full of sportsperson. Wonderful city. There's a Cyberabad, there's Hyderabad, there is a Secunderabad. So the 3 in 1. So that is important. So I think we should reduce our population. Second reason why we are not yet developed in energy is the load is also growing exponentially. So time we get up in the morning, we start breakfast. We start dosa, idli, sottapam. Then we use energy. Then we make sandwich maker. Then there is a toaster. Then there is a juicer. When you come out of your house, again you use a scooter, bike, or a car. Energy again. When you come to your office, like your college, you have a AC, you have a cooler, you have a fan. So some energy use. When you come back home, again in the evening you have some snack, vada or idli or something, then coffee. Then in the evening, late evening, you have some television serial like your Mahabharat, Ramayana, Bhabiji Ghar Pe Hai, or your Telugu serial, or you see old Telugu movies, N.T. Rama Rao, etc., etc. So those Nageshwar Rao. So you see some movies, some program, again energy. When you sleep in the night, if depending on the weather, if it is a winter, then you need heater. If it is a summer, you need AC. And then there is a transportation has gone big way electric. The Hyderabad now has a metro, and it's very good. The first metro came in India in Kolkata in 1975. Next came in Delhi 2003, thanks to the late Chief Minister Sheila Dikshit. So then Bombay Metro, then there is a Hyderabad Metro, Bangalore Metro, Chennai Metro, Nagpur Metro runs on solar energy. Then there is a Lucknow Metro, Jaipur Metro, Kochi Metro, so many metros. Every big city has a metro now. So we need energy. So I think I request you people to convey to the Hyderabad Metro authorities to use solar energy to run your Hyderabad Metro. The third page, can you show me the fourth page now? Is it possible?
Yes, sir. I'm showing, sir.
Here it is written can't display content. There was a problem displaying the content.
Yeah, I will check it that one also, sir.
Try if you can get fourth. Otherwise, I remember the whole lecture. No problem.
No, sir. We are going on the fourth lecture.
Okay. Thanks. Go ahead.
Yeah, you can continue, sir. Fourth one, I have.
You shown?
Yes.
On screen. What is the first line?
Stable commitments and political.
Right. So third problem, third villain, why we are not developed is you should be sometimes you don't have a stable government. Luckily, Telangana, Chandrasekhar Rao Garu is there. When that Telangana movement was going on, I was very much in Hyderabad, and Osmania University students tried their level best. I'm not going to go into politics, whether it was a good move or bad move, whether you were able to get jobs or not, or whether Andhra people get job and Telangana don't get. I'm not going to talk on that. I'm not a politician. So we'll talk on the stable government. Today, the central government is stable, your state government is stable, so that you should be able to do progress in energy and environment also. The fourth is resources. Now we need money for 1 megawatt power generation, 7 crore generation. Transmission, another 7 crore. But where is the money? We are a poor country. So we go for FDI. I have been to 39 countries, as I said. I have found the Telugu people everywhere, Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. They used to invite me for Sakranti and for whatever, and then you did dinner, dosa, idli, sambar, rasam, everything. So nice people. There is a Reddy Garu, Rao Garu, so many Andhra people are there. So why don't you request them to invest money in Hyderabad, Secunderabad, or Cyberabad, or Telangana in general, maybe Warangal, maybe Karimnagar, somewhere, so that everybody gets power in Telangana. Every village, every town should be illuminated with electricity. So resources is very important. Power crunch. There is no village or city in India where there is no power cut. Power cut is there everywhere. So we have to avoid this. This should be your BTech project, MTech project, and PhD. My request to all faculty members is to do PhD. If I want, I can be co-guide, and main guide can be from Hyderabad. And if somebody has submitted, then I can be your examiner. I give report in 7 days and 8 days. Third thing which the teacher should do is consultancy, so that you earn money, college earns money, and government earns money. Fourth thing is project, I told you already. And next is the FTP programs as they're doing now. Then you SAR conference. All these things the teachers should do. I'll be very happy to. These are the 5 new areas in which electrical engineering should. That's why electrical engineering today is #1 branch, because we have to add 100,000 megawatt. So there are full of jobs. And once you pass gate, Power Grid will give you job. BHEL will give you job. There is a BHEL R&D in Hyderabad. There is a DRDO. Hyderabad should have been the capital of India, in fact, because everything is there. It's in more or less center of India, like Nagpur. Exact center is Nagpur. We have a 0 mile, 485 kilometers from Nagpur is Hyderabad. About 6 hours it takes in a car. So that's a wonderful thing about the Hyderabad. Then I was talking about the load shedding. Kindly, load shedding should be minimized. And your BTech project, I hope you have an MTech in your college.
Yes,
You have
sir.
a master's degree?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good. And PhD?
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
No, start it. Tell you are under JNTU.
Yes, sir. Affiliated to JNTU, sir.
So tell JNTU people to have a research center in your college, so that you can get autonomy also if you want.
We
I
are
will
all,
tell you what to do. You are autonomous already?
sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, congratulations. Then only university is left now.
Yes, sir.
So we'll make it university also. Don't worry. Voltage fluctuation. So don't read bad books like Thareja. So Thareja also says voltage fluctuation should be plus minus 5%. But in India, it is plus minus infinity. What is the meaning of that? 220 volt supply becomes 400 in the night and 100 in the day. So 60 watt bulb, 100 watt in the night, 40 watt in the day, which is very bad. So voltage fluctuation should be minimum plus minus 5%. And that is why voltage stability has become more important than angle stability. Angle stability, the best book was Kimbark. I have given in my 2 books are there. Modern Power System Analysis, 4th edition. And there is a Power System Engineering, 3rd edition, 2019. 29 chapters are there, including voltage stability. Please read that book. And there is a microgrid 1 chapter, smart grid 1 chapter. Smart grid name was given by Obama, the ex-president of USA. Now the latest name is future grid. I will have another talk sometime, 1 hour on smart grid, 1 hour on voltage stability, 1 hour on optimization, 1 hour on reliability, like that. We will have a permanent association, and every month 1 lecture. So the next slide, please.
Sir, we changed, sir.
Change, na?
Yes, sir.
Okay. 1 minute, I have to give some 5-minute lecture somewhere and I'll come back.
Okay, sir.
The student is final
हेलो, नमस्कार, बोलिए। हाँ हाँ, होनरस है ना। तो अभी तो मैं एक काम लेक्चर में हूँ, मैं आपको लेक्चर के बाद बात करता हूँ। नहीं अभी नहीं, मैं पहुंचूंगा, उसके बाद ही पहुंचोगे ना आप? ना अभी नहीं पहुंच, घर पे हूँ। थैंक यू। नहीं, घर पे नहीं आना है, जब मैं कॉलेज पहुंचूंगा तब आना है। ओके, ये जा नहीं रहा है वहां पे। ये
बनाना है पराठा,
अभी डरो ना, अभी खाएगा पराठा। लेक्चर ही नहीं हुआ मेरा।
बंद हो गया क्या?
हाँ बंद हो गया, लाइट गई ना।
तो क्या हुआ है? तो चार्जिंग है इसमें?
ये नहीं हो रहा है मेरा ज्वाइन मीटिंग।
चार्जिंग है ना उसमें, चालू था चार्जिंग का।
Hello, are you getting my voice?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'll continue. There is some problem there, connection. Whenever connection will come, I'll go for 5 minutes. So I'll start here now.
Okay.
So let me tell you one thing, story of electrical engineering. Electrical engineering story is as old as Indian National Congress Party. 1882, there was a guy called Thomas Edison. He gave bulb to the world. He was not a good student, yet he gave the bulb. Bulb was given by him for the first time in the world, and his system was applicable up to 1920. 1920 came the transformer. There is electronic transformer, power transformer, distribution transformer, instrumentation transformer, CTPT, and there is 1:1 isolation transformer. So we shifted to AC. Ladies and gentlemen, when you got freedom, that is 15th August 1947, the whole country had only 1360 megawatt. The capacity was only 1360 megawatt. So not the many parts of the country had electricity. The late Pandit Nehru, the first prime minister, he gave the country three things: and technical education, the power system, and third was the industries like steel industry in Bhilai and Durgapur. The power industry, the first hydropower plant came in Bhakra-Nangal, 1957. He called it modern temple of India. I remember I used to study under the kerosene lamp. I'm sure all of you know what is kerosene lamp. In Hindi or Marathi, we call it chimney or kandil. But candle lights were not possible because candles had to be imported from England. There was no money. We were a poor country. So we waited till the power system got developed. Then let Indira Gandhi started NTPC in 1975. There is the first NTPC was Singrauli, MP-UP border. Similarly, in Telangana, Ramagundam is the best, most efficient energy power plant in India. Whenever you go from Hyderabad to Delhi, it comes in on the way. After that, there is a Ballarsha, then Chandrapur, Wardha, Nagpur, and so on. Bhopal, Jhansi, Gwalior, and then Delhi. This is the route. Telangana Express goes like this. The Secunderabad Rajdhani also goes like that. So this is a wonderful thing. So that 1360 megawatt and our today the power per capita energy consumption figure is 1181 kilowatt hour, very low as compared to China. China is 4000 kilowatt hour. The best in the world is Norway and Sweden, 25,000 kilowatt hour, followed by USA, UK, Australia, and so on. At least it is our job, you people who are sitting there, to make it 4,000 kilowatt hour to become a developed country. Kindly do that. So that is why all of us have to, and we need the help of mechanical people for turbine, boiler, chemical people for the process, for the pollution, and then the civil people for cooling tower, for the roads and dam. So we need the help of every engineer to develop our power system. That is why we have to start BTech in energy. I hope you will start. if it is not there already. So next slide, please. Can you change the slide?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I changed, sir.
Take your time.
Change it, sir.
No? Oh, change.
Yes,
No,
sir.
not change. It is per capita only. Same slide.
I changed it, sir. Please.
But I'm not getting it.
Electric energy is an essential ingredient.
Right. Now it is there. So electric energy is a wonderful thing. You can generate it easily, transmit it easily, and use it easily. Then next slide, please.
Yes, sir.
Good. My request to all of you is to become energy auditors, EAs. The exam is taken from New Delhi so that you can get easily a job like CAs. CAs people earn because they save your income tax. Similarly, EAs will save the energy. And so 2-3 persons can start a company. And first experiment should be done on your college. See how much energy you can save, how much energy bill you can reduce. Then you can open a company and go around Hyderabad, Secunderabad, Cyberabad, whosoever is interested in reducing energy consumption. So energy auditors is very important. And there are 6 colleges in India where you can do MBA in power system. After doing BE or BTech in electrical, please go to Faridabad, NPTI, then go to Durgapur, then you can go to Hyderabad, Bangalore, Kochi, and Chennai, all these places, Nagpur. We have the colleges where they have MBA in power system. So once you do, there's the energy management. MBA you can do also in power. They do normally in HR, marketing, but power MBA is very important. I think I'll request your college also to start MBA in power system. You can see the syllabus of Faridabad and you can also follow that syllabus. And kindly see the best syllabus in the world, Caltech University, MIT, Imperial College, and try to teach whatever is not there in JNTU. You may not get in exam those questions, but you can have an internal examination for those questions so that your students are as good as anybody best in the world. Yes, next please.
Sir.
Yes. Very good. So this is about the install capacity. Our install capacity today is 3.81 megawatt. But it is lower than China. We should be competing with China. See, China may be having a bad relationship now, but I have been to China 3 times. And there is a wonderful thing there. I will tell you what are good things there. One thing is they work very hard, 12 hours a day, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Then their breakfast is very simple. 2-3 sandwiches, cup of juice, cup of coffee. Unlike ours, we take a lot of breakfast will be our too heavy. We should take a light breakfast. Lunch should also be working lunch, not sleeping lunch. Then they have a cycle ways. 1/3 of the China goes on a cycle, unlike ours, scooty, then bikes and car, so that you can save money on the petrol and diesel. And there is a solar cycles also being used by China. So we should follow good things about China. I think now I got a connection. I'll see whether I can talk here. Hello, are you getting my voice? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, please proceed.
No, this is another college, just for 2 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Hello. आवाज आ रहा है? आवाज आ रहा है ना?
Your session will start at 11:45, sir.
No. Inauguration is over.
Mute your video, sir.
Inauguration over. इनॉग्रेशन हो गया क्या?
Sir, are you listening? I am Santosh, sir.
हाँ धनी, इनॉग्रेशन हो गया? हाँ
Hello, please unmute yourself, sir.
okay now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so show me that slide, install capacity. No, manage whatever slide was there.
Okay, okay, sir.
Yes, install capacity we have done. Next we come to the means to achieve. Yes, so these are the 4 golden rules. If you follow these rules, you will have a very good energy management in India. Rule number 1, incentive to farmers, industries to accept power during light load period. That means evening time and the Sunday, Saturday, weekend time, so that they can use the power cheaper way and the power will be saved in the daytime. So that in daytime you can give to somebody else. It is gone again. No, don't change the slide. Yeah, this is very important slide. Don't change it. Second thing is different time zones. I hope all of you know in USA there are 6 time zones. There is a Honolulu, then there is a San Francisco, and what you call Los Angeles. Then there is Chicago. Why are you changing it? Yes, let it be there. I will tell you to change. Then there is a what you call New York and Boston. Similarly, in India, when it was undivided India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, India time was same. Now Pakistan is half an hour behind and Bangladesh is half an hour ahead. So why not divide India into 3 parts? Western India can have Pakistan time, Eastern India can have Bangladesh time, and Central India can have today's Indian Standard Time. So that there will be small 3 peaks rather than 1 big peak. Daylight saving. I hope all of you know, when you ring to USA, you find out whether it is 8.5 hours behind or 9.5 hours behind. Every October and April, they change their clock by 1 hour. So that in the evening when there is a summertime, even in Hyderabad, the light is available up to 8:30 p.m. So you can use that evening time for you shopping, for playing tennis, or swimming, whatever purpose, so that you can save energy. That is daylight saving. Nepal is having it, Sri Lanka is having it. Why India is not having it? Not clear to me. You can talk to Chandrasekhar Rao Garu and tell him to start daylight saving in India also. He can talk to Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji, and it will be done. All these things are explained in my both the books, Modern Power System Analysis, first chapter, and Power System Engineering, first chapter. Staggering of office timing. Even in Hyderabad, some offices start at 7, some start at 8, some start at 9, so that you can prepare your breakfast at a different time and you can save energy. Yes. Now, next slide, please. Slide change कीजिए. This is not required. Next. Yes, that's right. No, that India should be there, not this. Earlier. Go back. Yes, this is stop here. The power generation in India will talk. Other countries, there is no need. In India, we have 3 types of power generation: conventional, non-conventional, and renewable. We'll talk about conventional first. Thermal, hydro, and nuclear. All 3 are bad. Why they are bad? Let me tell you. The thermal means we burn coal, and Indian coal is horrible. Anything Indian, bad quality. Coal, 40% ash. Ash doesn't mean Ashwara. This ash means rock. I don't know what you say in Telugu. Now this rock we throw in Ganges, Jamna river, some river. Don't do that. Use the briquettes out of rock, that means the fuel, and burn it in improved chula. Then the roads are not good in villages. Then use this rock to fill those gaddas in the village, in the roads, and make road better. Second thing is, when you burn the coal, CO, CO2, NOx, and SO2 are formed. These are called greenhouse gases. Now these greenhouse gases are bad for health, bad for buildings. So these are emission dispatch has become a more important than economic dispatch. Please read my book, Power System Optimization, Prentice Hall of India. Second, I have given one full chapter on how to reduce pollution by thermal power plants. Then these gases combine with the water and form acid, sulfuric acid and nitric acid. So this is called acid rain. Plus, these gases melt the snow in the mountains, and 30 million tons of snow has been melted in last 30 years. Snow melting means the sea level will go up. Tomorrow there may not be Bombay, may not be Chennai, may not be Sri Lanka. Luckily, Hyderabad, there is no sea, so you don't have to worry about sea part. So in order that your cities and your countries don't get drowned, you have to reduce this pollution. There have been a Rio conference, Paris conference, and Kyoto conference for this purpose. Then the next, because of the mechanical engineer, the efficiency of thermal power plant is low. 1 minus T2 by T1, Carnot cycle, Rankine cycle. So we go for combined cycle power plant. You go for cogeneration, generation of steam and power together. Steam can be used for heating the buildings in cold states like Himachal, Uttarakhand, and Jammu Kashmir. Then steam can be used for paper industry and textile industry. Now we come to hydro. What is wrong with the hydro? Gestation period is very large, 10 years. It should be 5 to 7 years. Then there is the evaporation loss, there is a seepage loss. But still we need hydro. The biggest hydropower plant in India is in Terry, where I am the chairman board of governors. Now there is a reservoir is formed. For that we take land. So land acquisition bill should be there. We should give back the land for them we have taken. Suppose tomorrow you start a bullet train from Secunderabad to Delhi. So you have to take some land from somewhere. So give them alternative land so that you can have a bullet train from Secunderabad to Delhi. And you can reach in 8 hours from Secunderabad to Delhi. Now Rajdhani takes a lot of time. Plane of course takes 2 hours. Flights. So now we come to nuclear. What is wrong with the nuclear? The radioactivity. Nuclear power came to India because of 2 geniuses, Pandit Nehru and Dr. Bhabha. Nehru died in 64, Bhabha died in air crash. But the plant came. First plant came in Tarapur, Trombay in Maharashtra. Next came in Kota, which is the coaching capital of India. For JEE, for GATE, it is the Hyderabad is the coaching capital. So Kota has all the 3 power plants. there is a hydropower plant, there is a thermal power plant, nuclear power plant. Nuclear power plant is with association with Canada. Tarapur was the association of USA. Enriched uranium was used there. Third was Kalpakam near Madras. Fourth was Kaigada. Fifth, Surat in Gujarat. Sixth is Aligarh in UP. So there are 10 nuclear power plants. You read my book, and I have 5 energy books. Please read all 5 of them. One is solar energy, CRC Press, wind energy, Narusa, general energy, Prentice Hall of India, then smart grid, new age, and then again renewable energy, new age. Read all these 5 books. Please take 1 copy of all my 63 books in your library, so that whichever book you need, you should be able to use it. So then all thermal, hydro, nuclear is bad. So we go to renewable energy. Kindly start the slide with new sources. Change the slide. Come to the new sources. Or आगे बढ़िए. Next. Go on changing. Next, please. Conservation. So there are 3 types of conservation: water conservation, energy conservation, and food conservation. Energy conservation is very important. Don't waste energy. I told about the energy audit. So water conservation. After there are 10 cities identified where there will be no water after 5 years. One of them is Nagpur and Chennai. Hyderabad has been sending water to Chennai for last so many years. So let us conserve water. So every rooftop, you have a photovoltaic power station and have rainwater harvesting, so that you can have your, and then there is a sea along with the coastal Andhra. So kindly convert that water into desalination of water, what Saudi Arabia is doing, Kuwait is doing, so that you can use that water. Yes, and the next slide, please. Change the slide. Next. This is not required. Next slide is new sources. Yes, please change the slide. Hello. Yes, very good. Fusion. Now, whatever nuclear power we have been talking was fission. Fusion will be available by 2025. Once fusion is available, no energy problem. Maintenance. You should maintain your power plants very well, like Ramagundam. Best maintenance. So if you maintain power plant well, then you'll get power for more time. Maintenance is very important. There are 3 types of maintenance: scheduled maintenance, plant maintenance, and breakdown maintenance. Yes, please. The next slide, which is new sources. Not this. The title is new sources, new energy sources. Not this. Next. We don't need Australia. This you can read yourself. Come to the Indian slide, new sources, solar and wind. And this is not this Indian, this is Australian. I want India, new sources. Title is new sources. Go on changing. Please change. Yes, very good. Thank you. So new sources, main two sources are solar and wind. In India, we call them gods, Surya Devata and Pavan Devata. The ladies in India give earth to the sun in the morning. Now the solar energy, there are two types of power generation: photovoltaic and solar thermal. Don't change it. Why it cannot be stable? So solar energy, as you know, the photovoltaic, the efficiency now is 25%. Used to be 10%. Please read my book on solar energy by CRC Press. 2017. I have given everything there. How to produce power with solar thermal and photovoltaic. Now, solar energy can also be used for solar car, solar water pump, so that your farmers won't commit suicide. They will get very easily the irrigation. Then there is a solar car, solar cycle, solar pond, then the solar lantern in the night time. You don't have to use the torch. You can use the solar lantern. Similarly, solar pond. Then there is a solar refrigeration, solar cooling, solar heating, solar architecture. All people sitting there, if they want to build house, they should use it solar architecture now. The IIT Delhi has made solar houses 5-degree cooler in summer, 5-degree warmer in winter. Whenever you visit IIT Delhi, please see those solar houses. Go to the 5th block and go to the top floor. There is a solar powerhouse there. There is a wind powerhouse. Wind is horizontal axis and vertical axis. Similarly, go to Jamia Millia and see the Smart Grid Lab developed by Dr. Minnie Thomas, who is currently the director of NIT Trichinapalli. She is my student. Very good Smart Grid Lab she has developed. Whenever you go to Delhi, please go to Jamia Millia. Next slide, please. Change the slide. Not able to change the slide? What happened? Yes, MHD. MHD is magneto-hydrodynamic generation. Means it is the generator is given in BHEL Trichinapalli. Directly you convert the chemical energy to electric energy. No mechanical in between. So the efficiency is 50%. Not like your thermal power plant. Maximum efficiency is 40%. Ramagundam. That is the best power plant in India. Yes, what happened? Show me that geothermal. Geothermal.
Yes, sir.
There was a geothermal. Next,
Yes.
next. Next. Next.
This one.
What is the problem? You are not able to show it?
Yes, sir. This one, sir. Geothermal.
Geothermal, not this. Geothermal I want. You showed it once. Geothermal is the title.
Okay, sir. There is a title,
Next,
sir.
next. Geothermal, geothermal. GEO, geothermal.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. On the top, geothermal energy is there.
Now it is okay. Now it is okay. Stop there. Now geothermal is, there is a heat inside the earth. The best geothermal started in Italy, 1904. Now New Zealand is the best country where 7% power generation is geothermal. In my PHI book, I have written 10 places where you can have geothermal in India. Then kindly tell your Chandrasekhar Rao Garu to start one geothermal in Hyderabad also. What is geothermal? Two long pipes of 1 kilometer each. One carries water turbine and power will be generated. And efficiency will be very good. This is okay. Now next.
Sir, is it okay, sir?
Which is the slide?
Coal.
Coal will not need it. Next, you go to the energy storage. Next slide is energy storage.
Okay, sir.
Yes, the next slide, the energy storage.
Yes, sir.
You got it? No, I'm not getting it. Please bring down, or it is going up.
Yes, sir.
I remember it. Don't worry. The energy storage is important because we have to generate the power as and when required. The best energy storage is battery. When you are children, you start playing with the toys having battery inside. Next is pump storage. Best pump storage for power plant is in Hyderabad, 65 kilometers from Hyderabad, called Nagarjuna Sagar. There are two reservoirs, top and bottom. When there is a generation mode, then we generate. Hello. नमस्कार, ठीक है. कैसे तो मैंने उसको लिख दिया था. उसका I will look into it. Welcome. नहीं वो will look into it. Okay. हाँ जी. Whether we are here in energy storage. So pump storage, have you seen? Have you taken your students to Nagarjuna Sagar? Please go there one day. We show them the pump storage power plant. It's very good. The efficiency is good and it is reversible. Pumping and motoring and generating. Then there is hydrogen, another fuel. In future, bikes will carry hydrogen cylinder. The best work has been done by Dr. Srivastava of BHU in these papers. Fuel cell. A lot of work is going on in South India. Fuel cell. Dr. Vasu of IIT Delhi Chemical Engineering has done it. I have given one full chapter on fuel cell, full chapter on hydrogen. Please read in my book, Renewable Energy Sources and Emerging Technologies, second edition, 2011. Please read those books. In the next slide, please. कोई आया है? Yes, please keep the next slide. I think it is rural electrification. Next slide.
Distributed power systems.
Huh?
Distributed power systems.
Which power system? Distributed. Yes, distributed and dispatched power system is very important. I hope you are teaching them. This is a very good book by Kankar Bhattacharya. Please read that book. He was our student in IIT Delhi. Distributed is 1 to 25 megawatt. Dispatched is 1 to 2 megawatt. They are relocatable and they are modular. You can go on adding 1 megawatt solar power station. You can't go on adding Ramagundam. Ramagundam will take another 7 years. Then if you are not getting money in Hyderabad, you can shift to Warangal, you can shift to Karimnagar, any other city in Telangana or even in Andhra. After all, it is also a sister state. So that is the importance of distributed and dispersed power system. Now you can bring rural energy. Next. Next slide, please. So these are advantages and disadvantages that you can read. Advantage is it's a cheap and it is available in plenty. Disadvantage is again they need more labor. They may be costly also, but it is better to have a power rather than not having a power. Finally, next is rural electrical energy systems. Next slide. Just go on changing.
Rural electrical.
Rural electrical. Maybe it is the next slide only.
Rural electrification only, sir. That.
It is there now. Next slide.
Okay.
Earlier than it is distributed. You have crossed that point.
Yes, sir.
That may be also there. Yes, that's right. This is the slide. So there are so many villages in India. Even in Telangana, you have so many villages, small towns, where also we need energy. After all, they're also human beings like us. So there are 4 types of energy which can be there in a rural India. Biomass, small hydro, and there is a what you call wind power and solar power. Small hydro is there. IIT Roorkee has 2 departments: New Alternate Hydro Center and Water Resources. There is a pico hydro, there is a mini hydro, micro hydro, and small hydro. Please read that all these 4 types of small hydro, so that there is no transmission required. Wherever there is a load, there is a small hydro station. The transmission loss is 0. Directly you can feed it. It is very cheap. So all these things we can have in rural India. My request to you people is to shift to smaller towns rather than stay in Hyderabad, Secunderabad, or Hyderabad. Smaller towns are cheaper. There is no health problem, more hygienic, no pollution, and energy is there anyway. So you can have an optimization of all these 4 sources of energy: small hydro, wind, solar, and biomass. So that there will be energy will be there, and energy is there, industry will be there, small scale industry, medium scale industry, so that you can earn money. An engineering college is already there in every village, every town. So you'll have education, you have a job. So that is why the Honorable Prime Minister says by 2024, he is going to energize all the villages in India. But at least 1 lamp, 1 fan should be there in each house. Then only you can say it is electrification. Yes, please. Next slide. Can you change the slide?
It is showing the renewable energy SWOT analysis, sir.
That's right. Keep it here. SWOT is strength, weaknesses, opportunity, and threat. We should carry out SWOT analysis of ourselves also. What we have done in the whole day. While sleeping in the night, you should see, have you done enough work today or not? Have you started writing book? Have you started writing paper? Each faculty member should publish 1 paper per year. That is a must. Each student should also publish 1 paper out of his or her project, as I told you. So that is very important. And strength is, it is a perennial, it is available free of charge, and it is pollution free. So weakness is, it is available and not available. Sun is there and sun is not there. Wind is there, wind is not there. That's why storage is important. And weakness is people are not giving enough money. I hope in Hyderabad you will get money from TEDA, Telangana Energy Development Agency. Go to TEDA, ask for money for your project. Similarly, you can go to MNRE in Delhi. There is a TERI University in Delhi, where if you publish a paper, they give 12 paisa per word in a paper. You will earn money. Then you can publish book also there. And if you need any help from me, you can write down my email or my phone number and ring me anytime, day and night. I'll reply you. So this is what. Now come to the last slide. Conclusion.
Yes, sir.
Last slide. Again, conclusion.
That is the conclusion slide on.
Yeah, that's right. So before that, I want to request all the students to use WhatsApp only half an hour a day, not more than that. Otherwise, their eyesight will be affected, back pain will be there. And after 4 years, you can use whatever you like. These 4 years, only study, study, and study. That too, 4 o'clock in the morning. So we are talking about energy policy, energy audit, energy maintenance, conventional energy, thermal, hydro, nuclear, non-conventional, that is the renewable, solar, wind, geothermal, MHD, then there is a small hydro, biomass, and the next thing which I want to tell you is the waste management. So whatever solid waste, liquid waste, gas waste is there, you can also burn that. There is a university called Akron in USA. They are having a small power plant in their campus. They burn their answer books, their waste and generate power. So same thing you can start in your campus, in your college. Whatever answer books are there, 5-year-old, that you can use it as a fuel and burn it and get power, supply it to the Honorable Principal Madam's office so that you maintain it well. With this, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to finish this talk, and any questions, please ask me right now on any topic, future foreign visit, job, project, anything, please ask. I'll have another 2-3 minutes, then I have to go for another talk. Unfortunately, today I'm very busy. But we can again make another talk on all other subjects after a week or so, once your STTP is over. We'll talk on electric vehicles, we can talk on smart grid, we'll talk on what you call optimization, reliability. So many topics are there. GATE preparation for your students, how they should prepare for GATE. All those things we can talk. But now you can please ask some questions.
Sir, shall I stop sharing,
Yes.
sir?
Yeah, please ask question. What is the question?
Shall I stop sharing, sir?
Huh? You can ask. Repeat a question.
Sir, shall I stop sharing, sir? Sharing.
Sharing. No. You have to speak.
Okay.
हाँ बस ये खत्म हो रहा है, बस 2-3 मिनट में आ रहा हूँ. हाँ ठीक है. I'll join you. Don't worry. Yes, sir. What happened? Sharing.
Yes, sir.
No, can you speak one question one by one? And if the person is there, then let him or her stand and introduce and ask question.
Okay, sir.
First, any faculty member wants to ask? First choice we should give to faculty, then to the students. Any faculty wants to ask any question?
It's time to.
All faculty are PhD there? Hello? Hello, are you getting my voice? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Are you getting my voice?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Any faculty member, any question?
Yes, as my dear faculty members, please ask the question. Sir is waiting. If you have
Only
any
one
doubt,
question. Rest you can ask me in the email.
yes.
No question. Then any student?
All are faculty members only, sir.
Yeah, you please ask them. They are not asking.
I asked you, sir. No, I think no one is responding for asking the question.
Okay, don't worry. Students, any girls and boys? Anybody? If not, you can ask them to write a question to me in email. Give them my email ID or give them
Yes,
my phone number also. 7972723202.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. I'll keep in WhatsApp group your number.
They can ask me anytime, day and night. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then
Please
thank you very much, ladies and
Please
gentlemen.
take a vote of thanks.
Okay, then we will talk to you later.
Yeah. Good afternoon,
Thank you.
everyone. This is
Thank you,
Divya,
madam.
assistant professor in EEE department. So today I want to give the vote of thanks for Dr. D.P. Kothari sir for giving an excellent information about the energy scenario in India and different categories of renewable energy sources and energy and environmental problems and their solutions. Sir, you given an extraordinary speech about these things, the power generation in India and other countries. And coming to energy conservation, you given a brief introduction and you explained about the rural electrification and the renewable energy SWOT analysis also. We know so many things from you, sir. Thank you for giving for such a wonderful lecture, sir. Thank you so much. Thank
Welcome,
you to
welcome.
every participant.
I must thank you for giving me an opportunity. Hope to join your college as an adjunct professor.
Yes, sir. Okay, thank you. Thank you very
Thank you.
much.
Thank you, madam. Okay, bye.
Yes. All the participants, one small announcement. Afternoon, the session will start at 2 o'clock exactly. At 2 p.m. the session will start. Thank you.